Hey, my name is Joe Dombrowski, coming your way from lovely Miami, Florida with tag team action. Let's go to ringside.
The following contest is a Future of Honor tag team match. Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 425 pounds, the team of number 1, Bryan Johnson, and the Prince of Puerto Rico, Dante Caballero.
Well, one man that comes from prestige and
Bryan Johnson.
one man that feels he is the personification of prestige. Dante Caballero
We
and
can't
Bryan
hear
Johnson
you, Miami.
have a lot in common,
We don't want to.
not the least of which has been their time training together, their time in preparation for matchups such as this. Johnson, a bit of a tag team specialist here on Future of Honor. We've seen him in a number of different scenarios with a myriad of different partners. We'll see how he fares this evening against a underdog tag team, but one that has quickly turned heads and made some waves as we get the official introduction.
And their opponents weighing in at 325 pounds, the team of Vinny the Kid Pacifico and the last Incan warrior, Rayo.
Well, it's don't count Vinny out. That is the mantra that this young man from the Staten Island area has lived by for quite some time. The last Incan warrior, Rayo, certainly should not be counted out as well. He fights for the honor and the memory of his Incan ancestors and brings that same mentality into modern-day battle. These two athletes, by traditional standards, a bit undersized,
Hey, come here,
and
punk.
I believe
Get over
an
here.
experience advantage
Put
to
your hands
Johnson
down.
and Dante Caballero as well.
You listen to me. This
But certainly
jacket
anything can happen
is worth more
here
than
on
all
Future of
Miami.
Honor Friday.
Take care of it with your life.
Future of Honor has never been more competitive, never been more hotly contested.
You want to shake our hand? Yeah, you're darn right you do. You want to shake hands with number 1? Yeah, you're darn right.
Bryan Johnson never, ever stops running his mouth. And Rayo,
Watch your mouth. Keep yapping. You can't
not going
live
to take
up
it
to us.
lying down as a bit of a
Keep
response.
yapping. Got it now. Show him why we're the best. Show him, Dante. Show him why we want to get out of this nonsense.
Caballero and Rayo started things out. Dante, originally from Puerto Rico, Rayo from Lima, Peru. It's Dante getting the takedown in the early going. You can see very little respect being shown from Dante. Rayo gets a quick roll up here. Trapped the shoulders briefly, only for a count of 1. And you hear that war cry of Rayo, enough to get Dante off his game. If you're going for psych out tactics, if you're going for mind games, that psychological advantage, you have to try pretty hard with Rayo and Vinny because they have heard just about anything and everything. You're not good enough, you're not big enough, you're not tough enough, you're not bad enough. But onward they fight with the persistence and perseverance that has made them the talents of the rise they are today. As Dante tried to trap Vinny in his own corner, couldn't do it. Johnson tagged in, and Vinny able to catch number 1, the Mecca of manhood. No commentary necessary. The after effects of the tailbone and a deep arm drag by Vinny Pacifico. Nicely done. Controlling the arm and shoulder of the Rolls Royce of wrestling, self-proclaimed. Tag into Rayo, former soccer star in his native Peru. Saw professional wrestling on television as a young child and was captivated, mesmerized. Decided this had to be his life, and certainly he's had that focus ever since. But Johnson, who generally calls people baby doll, maybe look at that baby doll blitz. Not too long a time from now, we've seen him pick up a number of victories. Here on Future of Honor, right now it's Rayo exploding with a high drop kick, caught Dante Caballero right between the eyes. And And the diversion of Dante allowed Bryan to get his bearings enough to dig into the eyes and jump onto Rayo. Notice Johnson pushing Rayo into Johnson's own corner, almost under the rope, getting Rayo as far away from his partner as he legally possibly can. Textbook suplex by Dante Caballero. Count of one, says the official. Phelps doing her best to stay on top of the action. Johnson with a strutting knife-edge chop. Number one looking for style points and a hard clothesline to follow through. Oh no. Johnson loves his pose, loves his elbow drop too, but only a near fall. The crippling and posturing on number one never ends. Notice the wide base, the stance of the legs, and allows Johnson to get more leverage and more balance behind him as he executes the chin lock to Rayo. Rayo turns inward to alleviate enough pressure to break the grip. Rayo's reaching for Vinny, but Johnson putting his own body between Rayo and Vinny, and almost a mistake by Johnson as he let up on Rayo to tag in Dante instead of hanging onto the body. And Vinny and Rayo were cut off at the pass. Nice double team by the back of the official. Dante almost picked up the victory. And Dante and Johnson turn a near mistake into a very resourceful adjustment. Now, double suplex though. Rayo slips out the back door. Through the legs of Johnson. Can he reach Vinny? Kicks Johnson who hits Dante. Vinny Pacifico, the legal man. Vinny, the freshest man in this matchup by far. Unloading jump up Hurricane Rana, nicely done. A little war cry of his own from Vinny. Looks like he's been studying Rayo. Roll through, jump up. Can he get the DDT? Just planted Johnson. That could do it. Dante Caballero breaks up the fall. And you gotta believe Vinny had a better than average chance of putting this thing away, if not for Dante, who reverses and sends Rayo to the floor. Dante tripped up and Dante able to send Rayo small to back first into the ring frame. Temporarily neutralizes him in the ring. The bicycle kick counter. Vinny with a go behind. Paddle counter roll. Cinches in. No. The momentum sent Vinny into Dante. And now, here we go. Maybe no blitz. Bryan Johnson picks up another one.
And your winners of the match, number one, Bryan Johnson, and the Prince of Puerto Rico, Dante Caballero.
It's hard to argue with the success Bryan Johnson has had. Singles, tags, six-man tags, you name it. Bryan Johnson has excelled and may have the perfect partner by his side. And Dante Caballero, you can only imagine the lavish and, let's be honest, obnoxious victory celebration. That is shame.
Number one, you're looking at it.
Number one with a bullet. This week on Future Honor Friday, I'm Joe Dombrowski. Thanks for watching.